Hello friends! Today we have an exciting big post from Embark regarding their Frozen Trail update. So I'm here on their X page and they've just released this really long blog about the October update. And of course, let's talk about the most important thing. Frozen Trails is coming October 8. So now we know the exact date that it's coming out. Now you can plan your vacation, book your leaves, and plan for this big update. So here we are, October 8. Alright, let's see what this blog has for us. Greetings from Embark, Raiders. As we head towards October, the Frozen Trail update draws closer. We wanted to take a moment to share what we've been working on since we communicated how we're changing updates. Back in May, we shared that we'd be moving to fewer, larger updates, which I remember this was like twice a year, from once a month to twice a year. Yeah, big updates, big changes. We know that means longer stretches between major releases. And we appreciate everyone who has stuck with us while we've continued to ship new contents like projects, events, a new trader, and ongoing improvements based on your feedback. Behind the scenes, our focus has been firmly on Frozen Trail. It's going to be our biggest update since launch, and it's been designed to address some of the broader questions that the community has been asking. Nearly every part of the game has benefited from what we've learned over the past few months. Here's a look at some of what we've been working on. Alright, so it looks like they've been really cooking this past few months. I've also heard that they have hired a lot more people, a lot more developers to help them with Arc Raiders. So I guess this will really show out in their Frozen Trail updates. So let's keep going. At the heart of Frozen Trail is our newest map. Shawnee will call upon Raiders to investigate the unprecedented signal emanating from beyond the mountains. Something big has happened here. Could anyone resist being part of the initial scouting party? Alright, initial scouting party. So a bit of a lore there, huh? Explore the harsh frozen settlement nestled between towering mountains at the edge of the Rust Belt. Once home to thriving villages, factories, research facilities, and an observatory, long since abandoned. Building the new map has challenged our level design team in exciting new ways. We've focused on creating an ambitious environment with greater verticality, exploration, and opportunities for discovery. You'll encounter threats above and below ground, and navigate environments that no raiders have seen before. Ooh, that sounds exciting. We've recently completed a round of user experience research testing, and our team is currently iterating to ensure the new map is as exciting as possible. So, from what I've read here, this new map is going to be the best map yet. Unlike the disappointing Riven Tides map, this map is going to be the best. It's going to be filled with challenges, filled with Arc. It's going to be something different. It's going to be big. It's going to be high. Lots of floors, lots of areas, lots of different areas. Definitely a lot of things to explore. And by reading this part again, once home to thriving villages, so that's definitely residential, factories, and research facilities, so those are going to be what? Industrial, tech, electrical, and an observatory. Ooh, that's going to be the top spot right there, where all the loot's going to be concentrated. So yeah, looks good. New high-level challenge. The Frozen Trail update will also introduce an enormous new Arc operation designed for experienced raiders looking to push themselves even further. So this talks about a new Arc operation, not new Arc per se. Okay? Without giving too much away, this new activity is built around many of the ideas that have become increasingly important to us throughout development. Meaningful decisions, dynamic encounters, and moments that demand cooperation and careful judgment. Success won't come easily. You'll need to balance combat, teamwork, risk, and survival in what we believe will be one of the most intense experiences Arc Raiders has to offer to date. One that rewards those willing to rise to the challenge. We'll save more details for full reveal later, but we're excited for you to experience it for yourself. Wow. So it's not just a new map, it's something to do in the map. Something new that's definitely not for beginners, and it's going to be very challenging, very memorable, and very engaging. Okay, very unique. Should cater to both PvE and PvP players. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But this is definitely going to be one of the heart of this update. New arc, new threats. Our team has been hard at work developing new arc threats that will arrive alongside the new map, each designed to challenge the ways you've learned to move, fight, and adapt. These new arc enemies range from small and nifty problem makers to an enormous machine that will halt you in your tracks. Creating new arc is one of the more involved parts of development, from early conceptions and animation to behavior and machine learning systems that give their distinct spark of life. Every enemy goes through months of iteration to get right. We think it'll be worth the wait, and we can't wait to see what you think. So there we have it, guys. With this new update, there will also be new arc. And this time, I don't think they'll just add like two arc that, does the same thing but is just tougher. This time they will add something more unique. Could be a new behavior, a new way to defeat it. We'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to see it. And at the same time, I think there will be at least 3 new arcs in this update. At least 3 new arcs. Could be 5, could be more than 5, but it's going to be at least 3. 1 small, 1 large, like bastions or bombardiers, and who knows? Maybe this time they'll be fighting that huge arc in the background. You guys remember that one? Forgot its name. But I think it's the Baron or something? Deepening progression. Frozen Trail is also evolving what it means to be a raider. One lesson that's continued to shape our thinking is that most rewarding raids are driven by meaningful choices. That's influenced how we're approaching progression through Frozen Trail, allowing you to build a deeper identity in the Rust Belt. Oh boy, here we are. Deeper progression system. This one definitely points towards the skill tree. Oh yeah, definitely the skill tree, and possibly the loadout too. Who knows? From this point onwards, they might even introduce raider classes. In some MMOs you have like the knight, the assassin, the mage or whatnot, the healer, but this time they'll maybe find a way to integrate to arc raiders. Definitely exciting. Let's see how it works out. But definitely skill tree, because a lot of the skill tree isn't really useful. Yeah. Your raider den has served you well, but it's time to expand. We're building deeper progression systems, giving players more ways to craft their own journey and build towards long-term goals. Ooh, endgame, eh? That's why your raider will have the opportunity to inhabit a new space, the Outpost. After spending months on the back foot, hiding underground, it's time to start taking the fight to Arc. Decorate your outpost, research new elements of the world, and take your first steps to reclaiming the surface. On top of outposts, we're also adjusting the skill tree to give you more agency over the kind of raider you want to become. Raider decks have also been on our radar, with a focus on making them more engaging and rewarding for players. See, told you guys, skill tree. But yeah, let's talk about the Raider Den here. This is 100% a social hub, where you can talk to other players, maybe the guy who ratted you or the person who helped you, who knows. They've been listening, they've been reading Reddit or X or whatever, social den. And then here, outposts. I'm not sure what outpost is gonna be. I don't have any picture of it in my mind, but right now it's definitely something outside of your Raider Den. Okay, something that you can definitely upgrade. You can upgrade your outpost, you can upgrade its looks, you can upgrade it to something else in order to look better. We'll see how it goes. And more. These are just a few of the additions coming in Frozen Trail. The team is continuing to work on new content that will enhance your experience, as well as new weapons and ways to personalize them. Alright, we can personalize our weapons. I wonder how. Moving on. Gadgets, cosmetics, instruments, and plenty of other surprises we'll talk about closer to launch. Alongside all of that, we'll continue improving the core Arc Raiders experience through ongoing work on matchmaking, anti-cheat, stability, and quality of life updates. While these improvements may not always be the headline features, they remain a critical part, making every raid feel balanced and enjoyable. Oh, I really hope they're working on the anti-cheat part. You know, just do what the Chinese do. 100-year ban for cheating. End of story. Make them buy another copy. Alright, what else? You'll be able to experience Frozen Trail for yourself on October 8th, and we'll be sharing more details with you in September. Until then, if you're heading to Gamescom in Cologne, come say hello. We'd love to meet you and see you experience Arc Raiders in person. See you topside. From Alexander Grondau, executive producer. Alright. So there we go. There we have it. Are you excited? I definitely am. I know there's a lot more under the sheets. We'll keep an eye out for future updates, but for now, I'm really excited about what they've posted in this blog, and I hope you too. If you're as excited as me, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you again in future videos, and hopefully when the Frozen Trail update comes out.